Far beyond the orbit of Neptune, in the dim, frigid outskirts of our solar system, sunlight fades to a faint glow. Here, temperatures plunge to extremes, and time itself seems to slow. In this distant region, where the sun is little more than a bright star in the sky, lies one of the most extraordinary worlds ever discovered. A world of ice, darkness, and violent geological activity. A world that does not quite belong where it is. This is Triton, a frozen alien landscape that challenges everything we thought we knew about moons, planets, and the history of our solar system. Triton was discovered in 1846 by the astronomer William Lassell, just weeks after Neptune itself was identified. At the time, it appeared to be just another distant satellite, a faint point of light orbiting a newly discovered planet. But over time, as observations improved, Triton began to reveal its secrets. And those secrets told a story unlike any other. Most moons in the solar system formed alongside the planets they orbit. They emerged from the same disks of gas and dust, coalescing into stable, orderly systems. These moons follow predictable paths, orbiting in the same direction as their parent planet's rotation. Triton does not. It moves in a retrograde orbit, traveling in the opposite direction of Neptune's rotation. This is not a minor detail. It is a clue, a piece of evidence pointing to a dramatic and violent past. Because of this backward motion, scientists concluded that Triton did not form around Neptune at all. It came from somewhere else. Far beyond Neptune lies the Kuiper Belt, a vast and ancient reservoir of icy bodies left over from the formation of the solar system. Within this region reside countless objects, including dwarf planets like Pluto. Triton likely began its existence there as a dwarf planet, orbiting the Sun in isolation. For millions or billions of years, it traveled through the darkness, one of many frozen worlds drifting at the edge of the solar system. Then everything changed. At some point in the distant past, Triton passed close to Neptune. What followed was a rare and chaotic gravitational interaction, one that transformed Triton's destiny forever. Rather than continuing on its solar orbit, Triton became trapped by Neptune's gravity. But capture is not simple. For an object to be captured, energy must be lost. One leading theory suggests that Triton may once have been part of a binary system, two objects orbiting each other. As they passed near Neptune, one object was ejected, carrying away energy, while Triton was captured into orbit. The result was a violent restructuring of the Neptunian system. Any original moons orbiting Neptune may have been destabilized, scattered, or destroyed. Triton, the newcomer, became dominant, reshaping the system around it. In a very real sense, Triton is a survivor of a cosmic collision of circumstances, a captured world that took the place of others. Today, Triton is Neptune's largest moon and one of the most intriguing objects in the solar system. It is slightly smaller than Earth's moon, but far more complex than its size might suggest. For decades, Triton remained a distant mystery until 1989, when Voyager 2 made its historic flyby. As the spacecraft swept past Neptune and its moons, it transmitted the first close-up images of Triton back to Earth. What scientists saw was astonishing. Instead of a heavily cratered, inactive surface, Triton appeared young and dynamic. Its terrain was smooth in many places, with relatively few impact craters, suggesting that the surface had been reshaped in the recent geological past. But the real surprise came in the form of dark streaks stretching across the icy plains. These streaks were traced back to active geysers, plumes of nitrogen gas erupting from beneath the surface, rising several kilometers into the thin atmosphere before falling back down. This was the first time such activity had been observed on a world so cold and distant. These geysers, often referred to as cryovolcanoes, are driven not by molten rock, but by volatile ices. Beneath Triton's surface, layers of nitrogen ice can be heated just enough, either by sunlight or internal energy, to sublimate into gas. Pressure builds until it escapes through cracks, erupting into space. Even in the far reaches of the solar system, Triton is not still, is alive with motion. Its surface tells a story of continuous change. Vast icy plains resemble frozen lakes. Ridges and grooves crisscross the terrain, hinting at tectonic-like activity. Some regions appear almost smooth, as though resurfaced by flowing material. All of this points to a world that is geologically active, even in extreme cold. One of the key drivers of this activity may be tidal heating. After its capture, Triton likely had a highly elliptical orbit, causing it to experience varying gravitational forces as it moved around Neptune. These forces would have flexed and deformed the Moon, generating heat within its interior. Over time, this heat could have melted internal layers, creating reservoirs of liquid beneath the surface. Even today, remnants of this heat may persist. Some scientists believe that deep beneath Triton's icy crust lies a subsurface ocean, hidden, dark, and potentially vast. If confirmed, this would place Triton among a select group of ocean worlds, alongside Europa and Enceladus, both of which are considered potential habitats for microbial life. But Triton's story is even more complex because of its origin. It is not simply a moon with an ocean. It is a captured planet-like object that may carry the chemical signatures of the outer solar system's earliest history. Its surface temperature is among the coldest known, dropping to around -235 degrees Celsius. At these temperatures, nitrogen freezes into solid ice, forming glaciers that creep slowly across the landscape. Yet Triton still maintains a thin atmosphere, composed mainly of nitrogen, with traces of methane. This atmosphere is constantly changing. As Triton orbits the Sun along with Neptune, seasons unfold over decades. During warmer periods, relatively speaking, sunlight causes nitrogen ice to sublimate into gas, thickening the atmosphere. As temperatures drop, the gas refreezes, falling back onto the surface as frost. This creates a dynamic cycle, reshaping the surface over time. Even the sky above Triton is unusual. With its thin atmosphere and distant sun, the light is dim and diffuse, casting a faint glow over the icy terrain. And then there is Triton's future. Its orbit, though stable for now, is slowly decaying. Over immense spans of time, tidal interactions with Neptune are pulling Triton closer to the planet. Billions of years from now, Triton may cross the Roche limit, the boundary at which Neptune's gravitational forces become strong enough to tear it apart. If that happens, Triton will not simply disappear. It will be transformed. Its fragments could spread out into orbit, forming a Vishal ring system around Neptune, perhaps even more spectacular than the rings of Saturn. A dramatic end for a world that has already lived an extraordinary life. Despite everything we have learned, Triton remains largely unexplored. The brief visit by Voyager 2 provided only a snapshot, a glimpse of a complex world that demands deeper investigation. Future missions may one day return, equipped with orbiters or even landers capable of studying its surface, analyzing its atmosphere, and probing beneath its icy crust. Such missions could reveal whether its suspected ocean truly exists, whether its chemistry holds the building blocks of life, and whether, in the cold darkness far from the Sun, life could find a way to survive. Triton is more than just a moon. It is a relic of the early solar system, a captured wanderer from the Kuiper Belt, reshaped by gravity and time. It blurs the line between planet and satellite, between origin and destiny. A world that was not born where it now resides. A world that was taken, transformed, and forever changed. And as we continue to explore the outer solar system, Triton stands as a reminder that the universe is not orderly or predictable. It is dynamic, chaotic, full of unexpected stories. Stories where planets become moons, and where even in the coldest, darkest corners, entire worlds remain active, waiting to be understood.